Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm your host, Buckning, and today we're going to talk about the three tools we use to track our portfolio, and I think maybe some tools that maybe you guys can use. The reason I'm talking about this because I know I talk about dollar cost averaging, but there's another part of it all is people do talk about dollar cost averaging, but what happens when you start losing value, when you start being in a negative position in that holdings? And dollar cost averaging can do so much. The thing is, with a lot of brokerage accounts, they won't show you how much you're up or how much you're down. They'll just give you kind of a general number. And that's why I use these tools to track how much I'm getting paid in dividends, but also track the dollar cost average of each trade. And all three of them are free with the option to purchase for extra perks. And full disclosure, on one of them, I do pay to use. And so we will get right into it. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. This is where we put $100 a week into a tax-free savings account to build a dividend portfolio right in front of your eyes. And if you're not new, welcome back. And so we will give you an update on the portfolio here today. Portfolio closes out at $12,031.72, up $74.83, up 0.63%. For the 1 week, we are down $180.19, down 1.48% for the past week. For the 1 month, we are down $237.99, down 1.94%. 3 months, we are down $1,314.32, down 9.85%. For the 1 year, we're down $11.47, down 0.1%. And for the all, we're up $875.77, up 7.85%. Portfolio's back up over $12,000. And the only reason is because we have $131.45 in the cash account, but also have $100 that will be ready and deployed this Friday when we make a purchase. And of course, the extra $25 for a fractional buy in Vanguard S&P 500 VFV fund, which is sitting at 86.50 today. So that is the portfolio at the beginning of the week here. I know markets just opened on Tuesday for the US stock exchange, and things are looking a bit better. Slowly but surely, looks like making headway, but we're not here to talk about that today. We're here to talk about the three tools I use to track all my purchases for this portfolio, to track dividends, to track the dollar cost average, and what does that look like. And there's one tool in particular that I do like, and I do, it is free. And the first one I pay for. That's the one I like the most, of course, because I'm paying for it. The second one I do like, and the third one is one that we all see during Friday when we update the portfolio. So we will just go ahead and get started. So first one here is on trackyourdividends.com, and this one's free. This one here is my third favorite, although it's more targeted towards a US based clientele, because I think the numbers are kind of off, and it might just be the exchange or whatever it may be, and you can pay for the membership on here. In my personal opinion, I wouldn't, because if it can't track even the slightest things, like this stuff and having accurate, because there have been cases where it wasn't accurate, I'm not going to pay for something that's not on the ball. And so Track Your Dividends is completely free. It is a good tool to track, to see how much your annual income is for the year. I like that. And I wish we could mix it all together. Portfolio yield, pretty good idea, and yield on cost, which is great, which shows you your yield on cost, because a lot of brokerage accounts that you trade on typically won't have this for you. And it goes to show, this really emphasizes dollar cost averaging, that you are getting a 4.33% return on your funds, and it shows what it would be if you were to build that portfolio today. So it gives you that idea and the annual income. Great idea. And I love the breakdown where it shows you annual income for each position that you own, and average cost is there, which is great, and the profit and loss, which is great. And it is good. I'm not gonna lie, it is good. It's just not up to par on what I'm used to, in a sense. I don't like the fact that Canadian stocks typically will get the shaft when it comes to these kind of apps or platforms. So yeah, and this is a great idea, the expected dividends, but sometimes the dividend months are off. For example, if we go into it, I think it'll bring us to, I can find it here. I'll view upcoming dividends. So if we go to the here, this is off, and the reason I know it's off was I remember when they had Loblaws in here. Loblaws was, they put it as semi-monthly or semi-yearly, so they only had like 2 payments, and that bothered me for the longest time. So they are working on it, but I want it to be pretty accurate before I start paying for a membership for something like this. And so I do remember that, and that's why I'm kind of steering away, because I know it's still a platform being built, being worked on. Great idea, great concept, but great if you are not too concerned about it. But as we know, we like the fact that the yield on cost is there and annual income. So that's one. The next one, second favorite one, is actually Yahoo Finance. Now, Yahoo Finance has gone through a lot of different ownerships over the years, and they're constantly adding stuff, and it's great. They have up-to-date market news, which is great. A lot of people are familiar with the Yahoo platform, and this one you have to enter your trades, which is fine, and it does give you a total profit loss in the platform, and it shows you your total gain on the day, your day's gain, your total holdings position value, which is very, very accurate in my opinion. And you can actually sort it in a way where it shows you your total gain since starting the position, total gain in percentage, your day's gain, the price, and your average cost. And the greatest thing is when you add the share and put in the dates and put in the info, it automatically changes the average cost of this. And I'm not going to show you what I have because I track quite a bit on here. But I love that tool. There are some times where it's not the best tool. It can be complex, but all in all, pretty great tool. So if you are looking for something to track, if you're not using spreadsheets, because spreadsheets can be difficult and fidgety, but I know there's a bunch of free ones. I know so many people make spreadsheets for this purpose, and they are completely free, or you can pay a price on Etsy or whatever it is, and whatever tool you find. The next one here is Sharesight, and this is the one I pay for. The reason I pay for it is because I can consolidate a lot of things here. A lot of things are customizable in that way. You can show a graph growth, a graph value, graph lines, whatever you want. You can group a lot of things together, but I'm not grouping anything here. Pretty accurate on the current portfolio value. It is off by a few cents, but that typically happens with a lag on this one. The thing I love most about this is Sharesight.com, which is free, but you can pay for a membership. Is it will show you what your gain is for the year, but it also includes dividends. So great tool for dividend trackers or dividend people who are dividend investors, because they incorporate the dividend into your performance of your portfolio, which is great. And they do the currency gain on a separate column. And that is the greatest thing, because then it gives you a total return and you don't look at this and think you're failing for the most part. But the cool thing is the sorting here. So you can sort by price, of course. You can sort by quantity, value, and capital gains. Now you can see a lot of these positions are negative for the most part. And this gives you a good idea. And this is for the calendar year. If we switch it to since first purchase, things are a bit different. So gains, you can see since first purchase, Cisco Systems Inc. is down $234. You can look at it at a quick glance and be like, okay, maybe I got to bring that up. Is the price of the stock higher or lower than my average cost, which doesn't show in here, which is another thing. It doesn't show in here, but on Yahoo it does, and you can see which ones can I dollar cost average, which one am I going to get the best value out of. So at a quick glance, you know, and it helps you out that way. Total return here, you can, I don't know what happened there. Same thing here. Same thing, Cisco, Qualcomm, and VFV, which are all down, but all the rest are up. If you're looking at dollar cost average and you want to look at a position at a company that is still down, that you still value, that you think will continue to do great things in the company, and you want to invest, this is where you look, and make that decision fairly quickly if it's a no-brainer. So that's why I love Sharesight. It gives me a lot of options here, and it's very, very accurate when it comes to dividends. So as you can see here, let's go to Qualcomm here. At the bottom here, when you go in there, it actually will tell you the date that the dividend will be paid, the amount in US, the tax that's deducted, which is great, the exchange rate at the time, and the gross in US. Now, it doesn't show you Canadian, but you can do the math on there with the exchange rate there. And it just shows everything for each individual position. So you can go to another one. Let's go to Canadian one here. TELUS, for example. Same thing. You scroll to the bottom, recent income, July 4th. We're going to receive about $12.53. No tax deducted, no tax credit, and the gross is $12.53. And it just tracks it for every time you have it for as long as you've had the position for. I guess this is when I first purchased it. So December was the first purchase. So it's a good correlation. This tool is absolutely fantastic. It gives you sector classification, the country that it's in, and the major classification and which shares you hold. Holding information shows that as well. Cost base per share. There you go. So it's there in the cost base so far. Any comments? None that I have on it, and no file attachments. So it's great. It's a great tool. So those are the 3 tools I like to use. As you guys have seen, a spreadsheet does work as well. But that's pretty much it for the video, guys. I know it's a different type of video, but I just want to throw that out there. I'm sure people have experimented with these platforms and have found one that they like. But I just want to give you my thoughts on it as well. So another thing is down the pipeline here, we got some changes happening. Hopefully we can get some better quality video up for you guys. I know audio is pretty good, but I want to continue to improve on this side of things. I'm going to try to do a different backdrop in the future here as well. And let me know, guys, like if you have any ideas, because I know it's pretty, this channel has been pretty dividend and investment heavy with dividend stocks. I'm not going to do value stocks at all on this, but when I originally started this channel, I wanted to create a channel where we show you guys progressive growth in net worth, in wealth. And this was the beginnings of it. And I'm still on my journey. Like I said, I'm thinking of getting into real estate, and I don't want to fail. So I want to continue to improve. So if you guys have any feedback, please put it down in the comment section down below, and we'll definitely improve, because I don't want this to be a rinse and repeat. And I just want to provide you guys with as much value. I'm just an average Joe, 9 to 5 kind of guy. But the real big picture here is to show you that every 9 to 5 guy or every 9 to 5 woman can do the things that everyone else does to grow. And I know sometimes it can be daunting and where to start, but here's one place to start. And then I'll show you guys as I move forward with investments, with real estate, with ventures, that we can definitely make it. So you're seeing like a real time journey of something that can turn into something really great. So hopefully you guys did enjoy the video, but that's pretty much it. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and we'll definitely see you guys in the next one. Bye.